Hi everyone, this is Susan and I am going to show you how to create this bullseye design with doodles, and it's based on Rebecca Leach's book, Experimenting with Watercolors. So join me for some fun. Grab your watercolors and a couple of pens and a Posca pen and let's have some fun. I'm using colors that I have picked here from my cube, and you can see it's a lime green, purple, and then a sap green, and then this green here looks like it's mixed with a bit of indigo. And this one requires French ultramarine and a touch of rose pink, and this is indigo with some of the purple in it. So there you have it. This is what we're going to work with. So this should be interesting. We'll see how it works out. But these are, I love these colors. I've always loved these colors. Green and purple go great together. Whenever I work in glass, some of the coolest beads I've done with those two colors. So let's get cracking. I've been working at mixing up the colors here, and this is what I've come up with. This one looks a little too red. I used a little bit of French ultramarine and crimson in this, and it's a little too strong, but we'll see what happens. I've got them mixed here on my tray, so all we got to do is water them down. So let's get started. I'm not going to bother taping off my pad. I'm just working on a journal pad. Well, it's not really a journal pad, it's a watercolor pad. And let's just start with our first circle, and I'm going to use this brush here, and I'm going to do the purple in the center. Let's just go like this. And like, we can always go over and make the color stronger later. So if it looks too light, don't worry. We can add more paint. Okay, so I got that one done. Now when you do these, make sure you leave a gap between so you can do doodling in between. And what looks great next to purple is lime green. Okay, so I'm going to just take my brush and just go around. It doesn't have to be perfect. This is art. And you can do whatever you like. There we go. This is going to be interesting. Okay, and let's go next to, let's see, what's the next color? Let's do this kind of, mix this in a bit here. And we're going to go around. This is a little bit scary. I haven't painted for about a week or two, actually a couple of weeks since the holidays. So catching up here. I'm going to drop some of that color in here, the green, the lime green. See what happens. It's okay to mix your colors right on your paper. It just makes it a bit more interesting. So I dropped some of this color in this line here, and you can see it kind of sitting there. My paper is buckling a little bit because I've got a lot of water. So I am going to maybe suck a bit of it off with a squeezed out brush. There you go. This one here is a bit much. And look where we got, I must have stuck my finger there. I seem to do that on every darn painting on watercolor. It's so hard to keep your fingers off your watercolor paper. It's always, I always check it to see if it's smooth or rough. So gets me in trouble. All right, there we go. We got that circle. So let's try and mix up a kind of a dark, let's see, oh, maybe we'll go with this one here. See what happens. Okay. This is more of a reddish purple. It's not really, I'm gonna kind of wiggle it. So I got a wiggly line close to the green. See how that goes. Might be fun. There we go. All right, well that's interesting, isn't it? Okay, I'm going to drop a little bit more color in there. Let's just go in the center. See how it goes. Everything's new to me. If you're watching this and it's new to you, it's new to me. So it's about experimenting and trying something new. So there we go. Wow, that's quite the bullseye, isn't it? Okay, I think we should probably dry it. So I will turn the camera off while I dry it. All right, I have dried this and I am, oh boy, that was brilliant. It's still a little bit wet, I would say, maybe, but it's buckled. It's buckled really bad, which I am not crazy about. All right, let's see if I can lift some of that I just made right here, or we can just leave it there. I've thinned it down a little bit. Well, it's, you know, you never know when you're buying watercolor paper. This one is usually pretty good. This is a Canson Watercolor XL. I mean, it's not your best. The one I did the original on, this one here, is Arches 140 pound, and it did not buckle. So yeah, kind of disappointing to say the least, but I guess I should have like taped it down to a board or something. I will definitely do that next time. All right, I am going to put more color in on this one here. And I like having some blooms. That's like, oh, we got a bloom right here. You can see that. Because you can use that in your doodling at the end. So what we're going to do is get this painted, and then we're going to doodle in between the lines on all the white spots. So stay tuned and paint along with me if you can. And like I said, my basic colors are sap green, a pale yellow, ultramarine blue, and that's it. Those are the three colors I've used. 1, 2, 3. Oh, and indigo. So there you go. That's pretty simple. I mean, very easy peasy palette. There, that's kind of cool. It looks really weird in the beginning, I must say. Okay, let's go with, I'm going to do a lime green next to this bright purpley. This is kind of a reddy purple. And yeah, there's this more blue. I'm going to throw, lime green. I like lime green. Oh, the brush wasn't clean enough. I'm trying to keep this simple. That's why I only have certain colors on here. And then I put in some new gamboge and Indian yellow, but I'm not using them. They're not the right colors for this palette. Okay, this is very yellow. And you can vary the size of the space you leave between the two, the space in here. You know, because if we're going to doodle, we need some room to move. See that? So leave those spaces there. Okay, I'm going to add a bit more green. It needs more green. And this is based on a design from Kate Rebecca Leach's book. and she goes on Instagram under the name Isoldo. It's funny because I was following her for years before I got her book, and really like it. It's great. It's just when you're feeling kind of funky and you need some guidance, it's a great way to go. Okay, now we need maybe a really dark color. So I'm going to have to mix it up, and it's more kind of an indigo with a hint of green in it, I think. I may be wrong. I don't have the book here, so it's hard to figure this out. All right, so there's the indigo. That's pretty blue. Get a bit more green in there. I wonder if I just add some yellow. Oh, concept. Blue and yellow make green. So let's put that in there. Oh, there we go. I'm going to put a little extra space this time and go slow. Size of my stripes are pretty close in size, so you can vary the size of your stripes. They don't have to be all the same size. I'm going to make this a little bit bigger right there. Interesting color. So that was indigo with a little touch of pale yellow. Alright, so seeing as we're dry in the middle, let's do some paint doodles on it. I just got to break the bank and go buy a bunch of arches. Or you can always use a block too. You know, you can buy arches in a block and it's glued down, and it's much easier to deal with than this. So I hope that helps. And as a reminder, guys, I have 94% of my viewers have not subscribed. So if you like what I'm doing, I'd sure appreciate it if you subscribed. It doesn't cost anything. Oh, it's so funny. The other day I was talking to my friend in Canada. Hi, Diane. You know who you are. And I said, have you subscribed to my channel? And we've only been best friends for 50 years. And she goes, well, no, it costs money. I go, no, it doesn't. YouTube is free. So I wonder if some people have that misconception that it's going to cost money. Yeah, well, it doesn't. That's the cool thing about YouTube. I love it. I have learned so much on YouTube, guys. Oh, can't tell you. I needed to learn how to use my pressure washer one time, so I went and watched a bunch of videos on how to pressure wash a deck, and that was good. It's a great concept, that's for sure. Okay, so let's do this color, because I have got a whole bunch of it here. That's what we're going to do next. And this one is regular ultramarine with a rose pink. And it's probably, my rose pink is probably a Holbein, the one I used in this. And you mix it with your French ultramarine. Oh no, not French, regular ultramarine. The French ultramarine came out with this, kind of different. All right, there we go. Okay, so I'm just laying down my brush on an angle going around here. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm making this up as I go along, guys. It's all made up. So I'm dipping in some paint, get some good pigment on there, and just making some marks. I just want marks. There you go. Stick my fingers in my paint again. Bad teacher. Jeez. I never claimed to be a master. There we go. Now that could be kind of interesting. All right, let's do that center one. I know that one's dry. I'm going for the dry ones. We're going to use some of that dark green that we made with the indigo. And make some little dots, sort of long dots. Kind of a funny shape in the middle. I went off kilter here. But art is not perfect. It's all about the journey. And I hope you're having a good journey. Absolutely. Okay, I'm looking. I didn't do too much of this kind of doodling on this. Okay, so what I did here, I did some bigger marks with my brush. So let's find a spot for that. Now this particular, the ultramarine blue and the rose pink, it's very grainy. And you either love grainy or you hate grainy. I used to hate grainy, but now I kind of appreciate it because it adds interest. So just kind of, we don't want it to be absolutely perfectly all one color. Okay, so I am going to get the indigo. And where's the indigo? There it is. And let's get a good blast of that, and I'll put it on the palette here. All right. And we'll do touch and spread and pull. Touch and push down and pull. They look like little fishies. Touch and pull. Okay. We'll do another one. Touch, pull, and let it spread. I need some more of that. Sometimes I just like to watch my favorite artists on YouTube. It's nice to do something different. And some of them are really funny. There's some great artists, guys. I should do a review on them one day because they are just a hoot. There's some that are just like a comedian. I just laugh every time I watch her videos. And she's incredibly talented. She does the most amazing portraits. And then I'll link them down below. You gotta spread the love. There we go. Well, it's very interesting, isn't it? Oh, it's funny looking at in front of me, my internal critic's going, oh boy, that really looks like crap. And then I look up there in my monitor and it looks pretty good. So I hope you think so too. And if you do, give me a thumbs up and make a comment, please. Because this is crazy. Yeah, this is a totally different color scheme for me, that's for sure. All right, I want to do something different here. I'm going to just put a thin line. It's not a smooth line. I'm kind of jittery. I must have had 1 cup of coffee too many this morning. All right. All right, and don't forget to turn your piece around so that you don't put your elbows in it. Okay. Well, isn't this fun? There. All right, let's dry this, and then we'll take some Posca pens to it and some ink pens and see what we come up with. Okay guys, while I got you here, I'm going to show you something. This is really weird. Okay, we've been doing this for what, a half hour or so, and here's my tester colors. And this is a book of color I got on Amazon, Artisto. I don't think it's very good. It's not a good quality, obviously. This is not dried. This is still wet for some reason. I don't know why. But yeah, these are dry. But that last indigo did not dry. There you go. See? Still wet. Which is weird. But yeah, I bought these bunch of these pads to give away as gifts with paints that I give to our grandchildren, and the quality is not great. So I guess I'll have to do a video one day going through all the brands of watercolor paper. Maybe that will help you save some money, because it starts adding up after a while. All right, here's our play toys. And let's see, we just need black. So this is a set that I just bought a whole bunch of these because I gave them away. And they're really cool. Do a good job. Okay, let's start with this one. This is a brush style. And we'll just do some dots. This is easy peasy to do. And that little space here. I'm going to do what I did over here. And just put the dots in. And depending on how hard you push it, like I just touch it really light, I get the little teeny tiny dots. And if you press a little harder, you get the fatter dots, like so. So just dot away. This part here, it kind of takes some time because you want to plan it out. And sometimes I just do this while I'm sitting watching TV. It's the time you spend with your hubby. Okay, this is working good. So I'm just pressing and turning it in a circle, and I'm getting a nice round dot. And I'm doing it in the skinny row here. I think it looks okay. Okay. And if you want to know the brand and the link to this, it's below in my menu. And you can go directly there. And I got this entire set for only $14. I think I got them on sale originally, and they were like $10, and that's just crazy. So, and now prices have gone back up. So here's a size 04, and 04 you can do some like little lines. See? And these are always fun to do. You just do little lines all the way around. And I won't put you through watching me this. I will do this later, finish it, but you can see right here for starters. So you just go, just do a line, get in the zone. Okay. Let's see. Now my other favorite thing to use are these acrylic pens. And this particular one is, of course, it's made in China, and it's water-based. So that's one kind. Or you can use Posca pens, but I like this because it's got a really fine tip. Okay, and I don't have a whole lot of problems with them. So I'm going to just draw a circle, a very wonky circle. what I did there is draw there and there, there and there. This one is like nails on a blackboard if you're not pushing it the right way. You just make it up as you go along. And it just, suddenly it all comes together. It just goes, oh, hey, that's pretty good. I'm going to go along here and just follow the outline of the kind of the inner bit of the paint, because I did about 3 layers on this, so you can see the edge. And it just makes it kind of interesting. I don't know. See how it goes. And you can kind of wiggle it along too. All right, and okay. Then in here, this one here, like what I did here is, see, I put stripes, and I went one way, 1, 2, 3, and 4. I did 4. And so then you can go like this, 1, 2, 3, 4. It's sort of like the Zen doodling thing. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, that one's got an extra one. And then I just take it up from the bottom stripe, and then we go up, 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 and one more, 4. And then we're going to go like this. Some have 4, some have 5. All right, so let's do that. And then we got here 1. Oh, that one's kind of skinny. All right, so there you got it. See the design? All right. And then we're going to go here. It's like a lattice work. Zen doodles. Yeah, I got a couple of videos up on how to do the Zen doodles. They're really fun. You get right into it. It's so much fun. Again, it's one of those things I do when I'm sitting with my man watching TV. Okay, you get the drift? That was with a number 3 pen. Okay. All right, so let's take a gel pen. Gel pens are really cool too. This is a Uniball Signup, and they just come in one size, I think. But they're pretty cool. Let's do a tester. All right, that's what it looks like there. Okay, see how it, on this paper, it's kind of bumpy. All right, so I think I'm going to put it on the purple. Oh, maybe not. Let's do it here. Let's make these look interesting. Yeah, or the darker the color that you're going over, the more, of course, it's going to show up. And I really like these. They're great. You can get some nice effects. Okay. So remember, this does not have to be a masterpiece. It is an experiment. And learning how to use colors, mix color, and then make marks to enhance the piece. I'm going pretty fast here, guys. You don't have to go this fast. And then sometimes you just need to go over top of your white if it's not bright enough. I'm going to just put this here. Okay. Well, I think it looks pretty good so far. So you go ahead and finish yours any way you like. You can do things like, let me go find doodle book. Okay, here's a good example here. Here's my neurographic art. So you can just do lines, you can do circles, do dots, shapes, dashes. So just do whatever strikes your fancy in between these. And if you get stuck, go on Pinterest. Look at Zen doodling. Oh my gosh, it is absolutely amazing. So you can really have some fun with it. I know, I just did all these curly cues here and I messed up this side here. So I did it all without you. I thought the camera was on. That's what happens when I get distracted. Messed up. So I will just continue. And I just want to show you, I can't remember, I don't know if it's on the camera or not now, but anyways, it's this book and it's really cool. It's got some great Zen tangles in it, and it'll give you all kinds of ideas of things to do, which is fun and easy peasy. All right, well, if you stayed with me this far, thank you. I really appreciate it. And please share this video, and leave a comment. I would love to hear how you're doing and if it worked out for you, or what kind of colors you used. So just go out there and have fun. And I will put the finished product at the end of this video and you'll be able to see it, because this is going to take hours to do all this doodling on here, and I'm not going to do a tape of that. Well, here's our final outcome. So get out there and create, have fun, and drop me a note. Have a great day and Happy New Year.